Dramatic scenes in Seoul after South Korea's president abruptly declared martial law. This is the scene live in Seoul, where hundreds of protesters have gathered outside the nation's parliament.
Opposition politicians remain holed up inside after voting to block the move. Troops have now withdrawn from the building, but the military says it will continue enforcing martial law until the president complies. It's a fast-developing situation, so let's bring in our North Asia correspondent, James Oaten. James, what's happened overnight?
Good morning. Well, it's been a truly bizarre and, dare I say, shocking evening in South Korea. It was around 11 o'clock local time when the President Yoon Suk Yeol announced via television he was imposing martial law on this thriving democracy. Now, martial law is essentially a military-style governance, which is meant to come into play when the civilian government cannot rule. There are all sorts of restrictions that are therefore imposed on civilians, on the media. There are extra powers for police, and all medical personnel are meant to report to hospitals and the like within 24 hours. Truly sweeping changes here that left many people in South Korea alarmed, scared, shocked, and, dare I say, even angry at the President Yoon Suk Yeol. So what were the reasons he gave? Well, he said it was necessary to counter the, quote, threat of North Korean communist forces and eradicate these anti-state forces. Now, it's left many people initially confused who or what he's exactly referring to. What is this threat? Well, many political observers are now saying this is really his way of trying to break a political deadlock in South Korea. He's essentially pressed the nuclear button, so to speak, to break this political deadlock. He is a lame duck president in the sense that his party, the People Power Party, the centre-right party, Conservative Party, he may be the president, but they're not in control of the parliament. So he can't get laws passed through parliament. Even the budget recently that he wanted to get through had to be trimmed down massively to pass the opposition-controlled parliament. There's also been a lot of corruption allegations levelled towards his presidency and his cabinet ministers, including his wife, who accepted a Dior bag. So what happened overnight, this appears to be an attempt to catch the opposition off guard, and certainly the public has been caught off guard. Police and military did surround the assembly, the parliament there, but the opposition was able to quickly manoeuvre, get inside the building and pass a vote calling for martial law to end, and that did pass. Now, in theory, that should be the end of it, but as you mentioned earlier, the military says they're not backing down yet until they get that order from the president. So it's still very uncertain at the moment what's going to happen next.